Right, we have Armin in the house. Give her a hand, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to your 10K Club. No, congratulations. And I'm always pumped to see you because you've done so well. And like, I know it takes some time, but it's all good. So what was the initial problem that you had that that allowed you to choose us? Well, why did you join COA?
The truth is, I feel like my intuition chose you. So I'm sorry, I'm not actually answering it in a way that you probably want. That
No, don't worry about
that is the truth. I'll be honest. I've been
that.
in business development for years and years and years. I was a partner at a FTSE 250 company, and all I ever did was business development. Like that is I helped grow that business from like small to global. But I knew nothing about social media. But one thing, like I'd done a few courses to retrain because I knew I needed to change my life. Like I think I just had so many changes in my life that I knew something had to shift. And it was a learning lesson, and I needed to change my life. I needed to stop working in the city for one because of my
Mm.
kids. So, your breakthrough summit, and this was years ago, but I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I had no idea of what business I was going to do. I was corporate for years and years and years. I'd spent my whole life loving and so much loyalty towards that company that all my energy was work, children, and that was it. But I went through a breakup in a relationship. I knew that I needed to spend time with the children. I needed to change my life. I didn't have real like things had changed so much after having children
Mm.
that I knew something had to shift. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but anyway, I ended up at your summit in retraining, and some of the retraining that I'd done, they sell you the whole world, and actually it doesn't sit well with you. You just think this isn't really going to help people. This isn't really helping me. How is it really going to help people? I don't know what it was. All through, I just felt this real connection that yes, they're making a huge amount of money, and I think that's absolutely brilliant. I love that, because I'm kind of in that kind of vibe. You want to get figures, you want to achieve, and all the rest of it. But these people, they're actually really nice people as well. They're genuine, they care, the ethics are in the right place. And I just felt like I can trust these people. And I just thought, no, that's it. That's my rock, you know? So
Oh, that's nice to hear.
so
Is
even though it's taken me so long to get to this place because I've just been retraining and trying to find out what it is that I wanted to do, I just knew that I had this process that I could follow once I knew what I wanted to do and once I got clear and once I'd healed myself, that actually this COA was authentic and it could help me start my business and teach me what it is that I needed to know. So yeah,
beautiful.
that
I
was
love
it.
that.
Yeah.
What do you think? Like that moment in life where you said like you were very successful in the corporate space, you've got your kids. What was the moment that like what was that moment where you look around and you go like kind of I want more from my life, or I want to go on a different path, or I want more than just kids, or like what is that? Because I like those turning points. What was that for you? Like, is it seeing other things, and so you can start to think of it? Because sometimes when you're in it, you don't really even know it. It's like these pivotal moments where you can go, you can stay doing what you don't like doing and get bitter, or you can do something else and you're like, wow, like this is a new, like what do you think out of those components? What was it for you?
It's such a hard question to ask, Ed, because I think
Mm.
it's gradual. You don't, well, for me anyway, I don't think there was a turning point where I thought, that's it, because I'm someone that just never gives up. I
Mm.
try my hardest in whatever I'm doing. And then when you realize it's not working and you're not, actually, I think it's the children, when you
Mm.
look at your kids and you just think, oh, I just don't
And they
know.
get to a certain age, right? It's like they start to become a bit more dependent, and then you start to go, shit,
Well, it's
is
more,
this all my life?
I
Was
think
that
it,
it?
I think it's because you look at your children when you have kids, you want them to be happy,
Mm.
and you just sort of think, well, I
But
have
you
to
reflecting back on your own, saying, I'm not happy then.
yeah, so you have to think, well, I have to role model that, right? Because if
Mm,
you can't role model what it is, you can't expect anyone else to do it. So
mm,
it's kind of like I realize that I've always known that, like as a leader, even you've got to lead by example. You've got to really do it. Yeah, you get people that don't really do it and they tell you what to do, but it's
mhm,
never the same, right? But
mm,
when you want expecting someone else to do something, you have to experience it and do it yourself and know it. And I think I realized that all I really want is the kids to be happy, and I'm not happy.
mm,
You know, and I have this burning desire to do something, but I don't know what it is. And my life
mm.
is falling apart, my relationship's falling apart. I'm seeing patterns now,
Is-
and I don't want to pass these patterns on. And I think that is the real turning moment. Is like, no, no, it's time for change. But also, I think it gets to a point where you have no choice. You know, it's like really, truly, you can choose to live or die. It's like that.
mm,
You know, and you get to a point where you think, well, I could carry on like this, but I'm dying inside. You know, well, what's the point in that? So I actually think there is no choice in that decision making. Sometimes you have to choose. I want to live. I want to make the most of this life.
if you can take the message, if you can take that message, which most people can't, you know, like you have to be served it several times over, and then the fear of, you know, going on this new journey actually becomes much easier because the pain is so heavy
Yeah.
to get away from. But look, I love that, and I've loved watching your journey. What do you think has been the best out of the support so far? Sometimes people say like the modules, them being really clear. Sometimes people say the funnel, sometimes people say the ad, sometimes people say the consultation process, sometimes people say the ads, sometimes people say the email script, sometimes people say the live support, sometimes people say the messaging. What for you has been the most valuable?
Obviously, COA, the actual product itself, and COA 8 is really clear and it's concise and it's brilliant.
Doing 9.0 at the moment.
Oh, nice.
Nice. It's gonna be clean. Oh, it's clean.
um,
Slim.
is really good. 8 is good. You know, I think, and then honestly, it's I'm not on Facebook that much because I have a priority of kids, sales, program. That's
Nice.
it. That's it.
Very
There's
good.
nothing. There's no. I can't really fit anything else in.
Yeah,
Um,
perfect.
so for me, I would say honestly, the support is incredible. When you have a blip, oh, I can't tell you how much I love Laura West. Oh,
Yeah.
she's just incredible. Like she's so
Cheers. Our tech team
clear.
are very good.
She's like, I mean, that support is just like,
Mm. Yeah. Someone like Laura, if
oh,
you were to pay for her in your business, it'd cost an easy, you know, salary of 60 to 80K a year, or, you know, depending on a consultancy fee, a minimum of 10 grand a month. So, yeah,
I mean,
I'm
yeah,
glad you appreciate her.
the technical support, because everyone will get stuck at some point, and
Mm,
that is the bit of whether you move forward or you stay stuck.
mm,
And there's no business then, right? There
mm.
isn't a business then. You can't move forward. So yeah, for me, I just think she's amazing. She's incredible. But
Oh,
that's
great.
incredible. Everything about that. If you need to be inspired, you can just pop on, or and you see people that are achieving, and that keeps you going.
Let's go. So, look, what would you say to someone if they were on the edge of joining?
Obviously, just do it. On the edge of joining, I think what's stopping you from moving forward. You really got to dig deep and see what is the risk of moving forward. Is it and versus holding yourself back, and sort of just really have a good long hard think about it for yourself. Do you want to
Not
move?
too long, though.
No, exactly, because you'll go
Have a
around.
long, hard think. Have a short, hard think.
Have a think about it and see, do you want to move forward or do you want to stay where you are, and then make a decision from there.
Were you ever worried about the investment, the money? Were you worried about
I
that?
should have done, but no, I wasn't.
You're a
I think
big cash earner.
I'm not at all. I had a divorce. I had
Amazing.
selling a house. I had, leaving my job. I had everything against me, but I still made. I didn't even think twice. I just thought, I know I need to make this investment because it will help me move forward. It will give me the courage to still keep going. And I was just like, I've got to do it. This is the most important thing. So yeah.
Beautiful. Well, look, thank you for being here. Thank you for being amazing. Look, it doesn't work without amazing people like yourself. You've always been super coachable, easy to give advice to. And I always say, like, the easier you are, like, the less resistance that you have to stuff, that honestly, the easier life will be, the easier your business grows, the easier you move further forward because there's less data and processing that's required. So, look, give yourself a big hand. Let's put another 0 on that and let's get you sorted on your next steps.